Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to class. I will be ready momentarily. Let's make sure you have something to use as blocks and a strap. If you do not have actual blocks to use, you can always use Tupperware, books, boxes, whatever you have accessible. If you don't have an actual yoga strap, you can use a towel, you can use a belt, you can use a piece of rope, whatever you have on hand. We'll be starting in just a few moments. Thanks, Blitzkrieg. We'll be starting in just a few moments. And if anyone has anything they want to focus on specifically, please feel free to put it in a comment on the video. There we go. We'll begin starting in just a few moments. Just to reiterate, if you have anything you want to focus on, please feel free to put it in the video and I'll try to work something in. Also, I recommend having, as always, 2 blocks if you can, or something to use as blocks, and a strap if you can, again, or something to use as a strap. I also always recommend having something to drink, water, generally speaking, and a hand towel. And I'll be back in just one moment. All right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's come to the back of the mat for child's pose. Spread your knees out nice and wide. Bring the tops of your feet down, shins down, big toes to touch. Bring your hips as far down towards your heels as is comfortable, and then walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead to something physical. If your forehead doesn't reach the ground, you can always grab a block, or just bring your forehead to the ground if you can. Find that something physical and just gently rock your head side to side for a moment, just to help loosen the neck and to massage your forehead. Reach your arms out long in front of you, hands at shoulder width distance, but relax your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your awareness to your hips. If your hips are feeling a little tight or tired, bring your knees a little closer together. If they're feeling a little more open, maybe spread your knees a little wider. Take a few more breaths here. Feel free to leave this passive and just relax in this position. Feel free to also make it active, to press your hands into the earth to send your hips further back and down. If your hips are making solid contact with your heels, you can always bring your hands together in kind of a prayer position and then bend your elbows, bring your triceps behind your neck to your upper back for a tricep stretch. You can always also grab your blocks to place your elbows on your blocks for an even bigger tricep stretch. Just a couple more breaths here. Find whatever position works best for you in your body today, here and now. Not what it felt like yesterday. Not what it felt like last week. What it feels like now. Just a few more breaths. One more deep breath in. And out. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Set your blocks aside to use to block. For those just joining, I do recommend having a couple blocks or something to use as blocks, stacks of books, boxes, Tupperware, whatever you have. I also recommend having... Just 1 second. Sorry to hear that clip dweller. Alright, so yeah, blocks, strap, or something to use as a strap, a towel, or a belt, or a piece of rope, whatever you have. Also, definitely recommend something to drink. Bottle of water is always good. And a hand towel to fold up and potentially put under your back knee in kneeling lunges. So we're going to go move on. Fingers wide, wrists directly underneath your shoulders, parallel your spine to the ground. Tops your feet down to the earth. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down, turn your gaze up to the sky, arch your tail up. And then exhale, cat pose, arch your back up towards the sky, tuck your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone underneath you. Inhale, cow, draw your shoulder blades together and down your spine. And exhale, cat. Separate your shoulders from one another. Flow through 3 more rounds of cat and cow on your own. Come back to neutral. Shift your weight to your left hand. Inhale your right hand up to the sky. Or turn your gaze up. And exhale. Thread the needle. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Let your left elbow bend as much as you need to bring your shoulder and ear down to the ground. Feel free to stay here in a passive stretch. Feel free to also make this active by pressing your hand into the earth to increase the twist of your spine. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale your right hand back up to the sky and then exhale it down. Shift your weight to your right palm. Inhale your left hand up high and then exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left arm underneath your right, left shoulder down, left ear down. Bend your right elbow as much as you need. If you left it passive on the other side, do so again here. If you made it active, gently press your hand into the earth to increase the twist of your spine. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale your left hand back up to the sky and then exhale it down. Reach your left hand forward, thumb up. Reach your right leg back, toes down. Keep your hips square to the earth. Flex your toes toward your face. Inhale your pinky and your big toe down to the ground. And then exhale, lift them straight up to the sky. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Remember to gauge and glute as you lift up. Last time. Bring your hand and knee down. Maybe shimmy a little bit. Shake that out. Reach your left hand forward, or excuse me, your right hand forward. Thumb face up. Reach your left leg back. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale, pinky and big toe down to the earth. And then exhale, lift straight up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. 1 more. Inhale, down. And exhale, up. Bring your hand and knee down. We're going to shift our weight to the left knee. Lift your right leg up in a fire hydrant kind of kick. So you're going to parallel your right thigh to the ground. 90-degree bend in your knee and the ankle. Inhale, float your knee down to hover above the ground. Inhale. Exhale, lift up, straight up to the side. Inhale down, hover. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 1 more. Inhale down. And exhale up. Bring both knees back down. Shift over to the right knee. Lift your left leg up, thigh parallel to the earth. Find the 90-degree bend in your knee and your ankle. Inhale, lower the knee down to hover above the earth. And exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. 2 more. Last one. Come back down. Just a little hip warming. Start to wake up the muscles in your hips. Start to strengthen some of the stabilize the muscles around your hip joint. Walk your hands forward, 1 handprint. Tuck your toes underneath you. Inhale, float your knees up off the ground. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Feel a good stretch in the back of your right calf, maybe hamstring. And then switch your legs. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Send your left heel down towards the earth. And switch. And switch. 1 more round each side. Switch. And switch. Send both heels down toward the earth. Spread your fingers really wide. Send your chest towards your thighs and then your thighs to the back wall. If you have a curve to your spine, take a bend to your knees to remove some stretch from your hamstring and find an even flatter back, and send your chest deeper towards your thighs. Find your down dog. Find what feels good in your body to create this upside down V as much as you can. We'll be here several times throughout class. Try to come back to this as we flow. With your gaze between your feet, take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back to the back of your mat into a standing forward fold. Have enough of a bend in your knees so your low belly rests on your thighs. Option to either just let your arms dangle and your head dangle. Option to grab opposite elbows to create a box shape with your arms and sway your torso left and right. Let it tick and talk like the pendulum of a grandfather clock. You also have the option to stay at center and interlace your hands behind your low back. Keep your microbend in your elbows and then send your fists up overhead for a shoulder stretch. Should feel a good stretch in the front of your shoulders, your anterior deltoid area. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Relax your arms down to the earth. Slowly roll up to a stand. Let your head remain heavy until you reach the top. And when you do reach the top, draw your hands together, heart center. Close your eyes. Exhale all of your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. And exhale, let it go. Bring to your mind whatever you would like to set today's intention to. Something for yourself, something for someone you know and love, a community, maybe work with a philosophy. If you do not have your own intention to set today, I just offer up the intention of just being present on your room, in your room, on your mat, in this moment in your body. Listen to your body. Try to give it exactly what it needs. If something's feeling particularly tight, maybe hold a stretch there longer. Only go to the point of stretch, not to the point of pain. Honor your body, listen to it, try to give it what it needs. To help seal this intention, exhale all your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Release your hands down to your sides. flutter your eyes open. And walk your feet together, big toes to touch, tiny sliver of space in between your heels. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up to the sky. Relax your shoulders down your back. Engage your quads to lift them up off your kneecaps. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Pull your navel in and down towards your spine. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. Inhale the crown of your head high. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, side bend to the right. Keep your hips and shoulders square to the top of your mat. Pull your arm back by your left ear. Turn your gaze up at the sky. Inhale, rise back up to center. Switch your grip. Exhale, side bend to the left. Again, draw your arm back by your ear. Turn your gaze up at the sky, but relax your shoulders down your back. Inhale, rise back up. Release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Reach your fingertips down towards the earth with fairly straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms into your shins just below the knees. Find a nice flat back. Again, if your back is curved, bend your knees to remove some stretch from your hamstring. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your spine, with your gaze down to about a foot in front of your toes. Inhale, lengthen your neck forward. Exhale, walk your hands forward to high plank. Shift forward on your tiptoes and then lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Draw your legs together like one long tail. Exhale all your air. Inhale, use your low back, lift your chest up, baby cobra. Press the tops of your feet into the earth, engage your legs to lift your knees up. Little to no weight in your hands. You might even float your hands up off the ground. Inhale, lift your chest up a little bit higher. And then exhale, lower down. Retuck your toes. Inhale, press up to high plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You always have the option to use chaturanga or chaturanga on your knees instead of baby cobra. I will be floating with chaturanga, so if you wish to use baby cobra throughout class, please feel free. And if you don't want to use either of those three, you can always skip it and just hold a breath in high plank, or take a breath in high plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to flow through Sun A 2 more times. This time, inhale, look forward at the top of your mat. Exhale, step your feet together at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, parallel your spine once more. Exhale, lower down. Forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up to the sky. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, side bend to the right. Turn your gaze up at the sky. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge forward, down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, parallel your spine to the ground. And exhale, plant your palms, step back, either chaturanga on your knees, or baby cobra. For those doing chaturanga, make sure to bring your ribs to your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog from there, and then exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Walk, step, hop, jump, whatever you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up to the sky. Grab your left wrist, exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Release your grip, switch your grip rather. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga or baby cobra. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Something a little different here. Inhale, one-legged mountain. So we're going to lift the left leg up as we reach our hands up to the sky. So we're going to try and parallel our left thigh with the ground. 90-degree bend in your knee, and your hip, and your ankle. Inhale here. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Bring your hands together at heart center. This is a standing figure 4. So you can stay standing up like this. For a hip stretch, you can bend your right knee, sink your hips back and down. This is a balancing posture, so find something in front of you that doesn't move. Find your drishti point. It'll help with your balance. Sink as far down as is comfortable. You might feel a good stretch in the outside of your left hip. Inhale, rise back up, one-legged mountain. Parallel your thigh to the ground, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. You do have the option here to float your front leg forward to reach your heel toward the wall in front of you. Inhale. And then exhale, crescent with airplane arms, just like we did on Monday. Step the back leg back. So your back heel is above your back ball mount. Front knee over your front toes, or front ankle rather. Hips square to the front of your mat. Reach for that ball of energy behind your back. Engage your triceps, lift your pinkies up higher. From here, we're going to spiral open to the left side of the room for Warrior 2. Spiral the back heel down. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Front knee remains over your front ankle. We've externally rotated the back leg, so now your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Drive your arms to the front and back of the room. Turn your gaze over your front fingers. So that was an inhale, so now we're going to exhale, tilt forward for extended side angle. You can either bring forearm to thigh, or reach your front arm on the inside of your front leg towards the ground, and then reach your back arm up to the sky. Turn your gaze up over your left shoulder to look over at the sky. Leave your front leg where it is. Inhale, reverse warrior. Float your right arm up and back, your front arm. Slide your back hand down your back leg, or bend the elbow to wrap your forearm around your spine. Feel a stretch in your right side. Make sure your hips and shoulders are square to the left side of your mat to guarantee a side stretch rather than back bend. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down. Reframe your front foot. Step back to high plank and then flow through either chaturanga or baby cobra. You can keep the right foot lifted as you lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So we're going to inhale one-leg mountain on the other side. So we're going to lift the right leg up as we reach our fingertips up towards the sky. Again, try to parallel your thigh to the earth. 90-degree bend in your hip, your knee, and your ankle. Inhale. And then exhale, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, bring your hands to heart center. So you can stay up fairly tall, or bend your knees, sink your hips back and down. Go for a hip stretch. Find your balance. Turn your gaze in front of you to something that does not move. This will help with your balance. And if you need to, you can always grab your blocks and place your fingertips on the blocks. Little cheat here. Take another deep breath in and out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Reach your fingertips back high. Parallel your thigh to the ground. Option to reach your right leg forward. Flex your toes towards your face. Exhale, crescent the airplane arms. We're going to bend the left knee, stretch the right leg back, set your toes down behind you. Tilt your torso forward. Grab that volleyball behind your back, fingers wide. Engage your triceps, lift your pinkies up high. Inhale, warrior 2. Spiral open to the right side of the room. Spiral the back heel down. So again, your back foot is now parallel to the back of the mat. You're going to drive your arms to the front and back space. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder to look over your front fingers. Inhale. Exhale, extend side angle. Either drop your front forearm to thigh or front hand on the inside of your front leg. Turn your gaze up over your back arm up towards the sky. Feel a slight stretch in your right side. Keep your core engaged to keep your spine nice and long. Inhale, reverse warrior. Float your front arm up and back. Again, you can either slide your back hand down your back leg or take a half bind. Wrap your forearm around your low back. Feel the side stretch. Relax your shoulders down your back. Inhale. Exhale. Cartwheel down. Step back to high plank. Option, keep the left foot lifted as you lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. So we're going to do one-legged mountain. There we go. Lift the left leg up. Exhale, standing figure four. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Sink your hips back and down. Inhale, rise back up. One-legged mountain. Option to extend the foot forward. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Tilt forward. Sit your left foot behind you. Reach your pinkies up high. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open to the left side of the room, parallel your arms to the ground. Exhale, extend a side angle, tilt forward and down, turn your gaze up high. Inhale, reverse warrior, float your front arm up and back. Feel a stretch in your right side. Exhale, chaturanga, cartwheel down. Step back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, parallel your back to the ground. Exhale, forward down, fold, forward fold. Inhale, one-legged mountain, lift the right leg up. Exhale, standing figure four. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, sink your hips back and down. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Stretch your right foot forward, if you want. And then exhale, crescent airplane arms, tilt forward, set the right foot behind you. Stack your front knee over front ankle. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open to the right side of the room. Exhale, extend that angle, turn your gaze up at the sky as you reach for the earth. Inhale, reverse warrior, float your front arm up and back. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back and flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your heart forward, lift your knees up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one-legged mountain with the left leg up. Exhale, standing figure four. Sink your hips back and down, hands to heart center. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Optional, extend the left leg forward. Exhale, tilt forward. Crescent with airplane arms, set the back foot down, your left foot down. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open to the left side of the room. Exhale, extend the side angle, tilt forward and down, turn your gaze up high. Inhale, reverse warrior, float your front arm up and back. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step back, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Reach your fingertips up to the sky. One-legged mountain, sorry. Lift your right leg up. Exhale, standing figure four. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Sink your hips back and down. Inhale, lift up high. Maybe extend the right leg forward. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Tilt forward, bend your left knee. Set your foot behind you. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral open to the right side of the room. Exhale, extend the side angle. Tilt forward, turn your gaze up high. Inhale, reverse warrior. Float your front arm up and back. Option for the half bind with the back arm. And exhale, cartwheel down. Step back, flow through. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down to your knees, have a seat. How's everyone feeling? I hope that wasn't too difficult. All right. So we're actually going to do a little bit of core work here. So go ahead and come on down to your back with your legs long in front of you. We're going to do a little core work because more advanced yoga postures require more core strength. All right. So if you're not already on your back, with feet long in front of you, reach your arms forward, inhale. Exhale, come down to your back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, stack your knees just over your hips, parallel your shins to the ground. Cup your fingers behind your ears, elbows wide. So as we exhale, we're going to lift straight up to the sky, and I want you to shush through your teeth. So inhale, exhale, crunch straight up to the sky. Shh. Lower, lift, shh. Lower, lift. Option for double time. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Inhale, exhale. Keep it moving. Keep your gaze lifted and elbows wide. Shh. Shh. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep your toes flexed toward your face, knees above your ankle, knees above your hips. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. Massage your back a little bit. Next up are bicycle crunches. So knees back up over your hips, parallel your shins to the ground. Hands back underneath your ears. Lift your shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Extend the right leg long. Remember to bring your elbow to knee rather than knee to elbow. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Left leg long. Center, right. Center, left. Center, right. Center, left. Elbow to knee rather than knee to elbow. Center, right. Center, left. For an added challenge, do not let your shoulders touch the ground. Center, left. Center, right. Center, left. You can even straighten your legs. Left. Center, right. For 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock forward and back along your spine, kind of massaging the length of your spine a little bit. And then we're going to come up to a seat for a pose called boat pose, Navasana. So your legs are together, hands underneath your knees, lean back, lift your heart, toes barely touching. You can stay here. You can also parallel your shins to the ground or reach your arms out to the sides. Just hold here. It's a full core engagement. Heart lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles. Have a seat. Core should be nice and engaged now. Let's go and grab another sip of water. Maybe towel off if you need. All right, and when you are ready, let's meet back in downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look forward. Inhale, down dog, kick right. Lift your right leg up and back. Something actually I haven't done yet this class. Let your left heel melt low. Drop your right hip down so your hips are parallel to the ground. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale, and then exhale, low lunge. Shape your foot between your hands. So we've been here before. Inhale, crescent lunge. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Now, if you need to, you can drop the bottom knee down. If you do so, you have the option to untuck your toes, press your shin to the ground to release some pressure from your knee. You can also fold your mat up from the outside to give yourself 2 layers of mat underneath the knee, or take your hand towel, fold it up, and place it underneath your back knee for more padding between your knee and the mat. Whatever feels best for you and your body. Remember to honor your body today. And in general, but definitely today. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, whether your knee is down or up. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tilt your torso forward. Exhale, revolves, crescent lunge, twist towards your front leg. Hook your elbow on the outside of your front thigh. Now, if you come here and you were in high crescent, you can always drop the back knee down if you want to focus on the twist rather than the balance. Press your top hand into the bottom hand and your elbow into your thigh. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Maybe turn your gaze over your right shoulder, look up at the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look down. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms in the inside of your right foot. Gently set the back knee down if it was still already if it was lifted. Words, they fail me today. I like to scoot my back leg back so my hips are further down. You can stay up in your palms. You can also come down to your forearms, be it forearms to a block or a stack of blocks, or down to the ground. But you also want to walk your right foot out to the right edge and a little forwards, your ankles in front of your knee. Let your head hang heavy. Option to nod your head yes. To shake your head no. To open and close your mouth, release your jaw. Feel free to stay here. If you wish to take a quad stretch, come back up to your palms. If you were down in your forearms, shift your weight to your left hand. Reach your right hand back to the back of the mat. Bend your left knee. Bring your foot to your hand. Gently pull your heel towards your glute. Quad stretch. You want to make sure your hips are still coming forward and down so that the hip is in extension. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Deep breath in. And out. Gently release the foot. If you took the quad stretch, bring your right hand back down. Everyone back up in their palms. If anyone's still down in the forearms, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step your right foot back. High plank. Shift your weight to your left palm. Tilt both your heels to the left. Inhale, side plank. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Stack your hips. Stack your shoulders. You can also drop the bottom knee down if you need a modification. You can leave one foot stuck in front of the other for this, we call this railroad. You can also stack one foot on top of the other. Turn your gaze up at the sky if it's comfortable in your balance. Option to even lift your top leg up towards the sky. Inhale, rainbow your hips up a little bit higher. And then exhale, plant your right palm. Optional chaturanga. Option to keep your right foot lifted. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, sink your hips down. I did it again. Inhale, your left leg up and back. Down dog kick. Melt your right heel low. Drop your left hip down so your hips are parallel to the ground. Flex your toes towards your face. Engage your left glute. Lift your left heel up a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Shoulders over hips. Reach your hands up to the sky. Front knee stacks over your front ankle. Back heel above the back ball mount. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward so your hips are square to the front of your mat. Reach your arms up high. Inhale. And again, option to drop the bottom back knee down. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tilt your torso forward. Exhale, revolve, crescent lunge. Twist towards your front leg. Hook your elbow on the outside of your front thigh. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Option to bring the back knee down if you wish to focus on the twist rather than the balance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Maybe turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look down. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms in the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the left edge of your mat and forward. Maybe scoot your back leg back. Bring your hips down. Option stay on your palms. Option come down to your forearms. Be it forearms to block or forearms to ground. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath in and out. Feel free to stay here. If you took the quad stretch on the other side, come back up to your palms if you were down in your forearms. Shift your weight to your right hand, reach your left hand back, pull your right heel towards your glute with your hips forward and down. Should feel a good stretch in your right glute, right quad rather. Just a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gently release the foot. Bring both hands back down. Come up to your palms if you are still down in your forearms. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knees, step your left foot back, high plank. We're going to shift your heels to the right this time. Shift your weight to your right hand. Inhale the left hand up. Again, option to drop the bottom knee down for modification. To take railroad with one foot in front of the other. Stack your feet. Maybe lift your top leg up towards the sky. Maybe turn your gaze up to test your balance. Inhale. And exhale, replant your left palm. Option, keep the left foot lifted as you lower down for chaturanga or baby cobra. Inhale, upward facing, if you're taking chaturanga. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. So this time, we're going to straighten the front leg. Bump your hips to the back of the room. So we're really going to kind of dip the front hip down and the back hip up. Reach your arms forward as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach until you can't tilt anymore. And then leave your torso where it is. Drop the bottom arm down, lift the top arm up. The front arm down, back arm up. So you have the option to bring your fingertips to a block. You also have the option to just rest your hand, little to no weight, on your shin or thigh, or reach your arm on the inside of the leg, just like extended side angle. You can press your hand or arm into the leg to increase the twist of your heart up towards the sky. Try to stack your hips, stack your shoulders, turn your gaze up high. Feel a stretch in your medial hamstring, the inner hamstring of your right leg. Inhale, and exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, slowly come back up. Rotate your front foot in so your feet are now parallel with one another. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge forward at the hips. Grab as accessible. Your calves, ankles, feet. Use your biceps to gently pull yourself a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. One more, inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back up to a stand. Exhale, warrior two. Rebend your front leg. Inhale, optional reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga or baby cobra. Inhale, up dog if you're taking chaturanga. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot between your hands. Sprout the back heel down, inhale, warrior two. Blossom open to the right side of the room, turn your gaze forward. Straighten the front leg. Bump your hips to the back of the room. Reach your arms as far forward as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Until you can't reach any further, and then drop the front arm down, lift the back arm up. Turn your gaze up at the sky. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, maybe tilt your hips a little bit further. Press your hand into your thigh, your shin, whichever is accessible, to rotate your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, and exhale. Last inhale, and exhale. Inhale, slowly come back up. Rotate the front foot in. So on this fold, if you really want to stretch the outer part of your calves, turn your toes in more. The closer to 45 degrees in, the more intense the stretch will be on the outside of your calf. So you have the option to just fold here. You also have the option for chest expansion to interlace your hands behind you. Keep a micro bend in your elbows. If you can't get your hands together, grab your strap or your towel. Bring your hands to your strap or towel. Bring your hands as close together as is comfortable, but maintain the micro bend in the elbows. Again, that's to help prevent hyperextension. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Once again, the more you have toes turned in, the stronger the stretch will be on the outside of your calves. If you're taking the chest expansion, send your fists up over your head. If you're just grabbing the legs, gently pull yourself a little bit deeper. If the chest expansion and shoulder stretch is too much, you can always release the grip and grab your legs instead. Inhale. Exhale, fold a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Release your grip, bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, slowly rise back up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, optional reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel down, step back, keep the left foot lifted if you wish, chaturanga or baby cobra. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do some things a little differently today. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, we're going to try to go into half pigeon. Try to bring your right foot towards your left big toe and try to lay your shin as parallel to the top of your mat as is comfortable. So this is a similar stretch, but more intense stretch of the reclining figure four that we've been doing. Again, I like to bring my back leg back a little bit more so my hips are further down to the earth. Now, if your heel is close to your hip, that's totally fine. The more you parallel your shin to the top of your mat, the more intense the stretch will be. And again, respect your body. If this is too much, especially on your knee, come down to your back. Do the reclining figure four. Make sure your back toes point directly back. Inhale, puff up your chest. And exhale, walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead down to the ground. Or a block, or your hands. Find something physical to rest your forehead on. Take a nice deep breath in. And out. Feel the stretch in the outside of your right hip. Keep your right toes flexed towards your right knee to protect your knee, no matter whether you're in the half pigeon / sleeping pigeon or the reclining pigeon, the reclining figure four. Take another deep breath in and out. Slowly walk your palms back towards your front shin. If you're on your back for this reclining figure four, supine figure four, whichever you want to call it, just relax both feet back down to the ground. For those who were in the half pigeon, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back to down dog. You can bend the knee, bring your heel to your glute, open your hip up towards the side wall, and draw circles in the air with your knee to bring some blood back into your hip. Just to loosen the hip back up a little bit. And then bring your right foot back down. Down dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your left foot towards your right thumb. Try to lay your front shin as close to parallel to the top of your mat as is comfortable. Scoot your back leg back to bring your hips further down. Point your back toes directly back. If you're on your back for the supine figure four, just cross your left ankle over your right thigh, grab your right hamstring, and pull your knee to your chest. For those in half pigeon, it doesn't matter if your heel is backed by your hip or if your shin is parallel to the top of your mat. Find what's comfortable in your body. We're going for a stretch in the outer part of the left hip. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, sleeping pigeon. Walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead again to something physical. The side might feel a little tighter or a little looser, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly normal. Take a few more deep breaths. Make sure to keep your left toes flexed towards your left knee to protect your knee, no matter what version you're in. For those in half pigeon, sleeping pigeon, try to keep your hips parallel to the ground. One more deep breath in. And out. Slowly walk your palms back towards your front shin. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, come back to down dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, maybe draw circles in the air with your knee. Bring some movement back in the hip. Then set your left foot down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down to your knees. Have a seat. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Those on your back, come back up to a seat. And extend your legs out long in front of you. Option to grab your strap. Bring your feet together. Loop your strap on the bottom of your feet. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, seated forward fold. Walk your hands forward on your strap until you find your depth. And then clasp both parts of the strap in one hand. And then cup that hand with the other hand. Inhale, lengthen your heart toward your toes. Exhale, hinge a little bit deeper. For those not using the strap, you can grab as accessible your calves, ankles, feet. Use your biceps to gently pull yourself a little deeper. Just same thing without the strap. Or with the strap, rather. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, fold a little bit more. Try to keep your back fairly flat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly come back up. Set your strap aside if you're using a strap. And then come on down to your back. Bend your knees, bring your heels close to your glutes. You should be able to lightly graze your heels with your fingertips. Feet and knees remain hip width distance. Bring your arms to your sides, face your palms to one another, and then bend your elbows so your fingertips now point directly up to the sky. Find these little robot arms. Exhale. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Keep your knees and feet hip width distance. On your exhale, press your elbow and tricep into the earth to increase the bend in your thoracic spine and bring your chest closer to your chin. But remember to draw your chin away from your chest. Inhale, hips up a little more. Exhale, press down a little more. Inhale, press in, hips up. Exhale, press down. Lift your heels up. Relax the arms down. Slowly bring your back down one vertebra at a time. Keep your heels lifted until your pelvis is on the ground. All right. For this round of supine twist, you have the option to just float your knees up over your hips, parallel your shins to the ground, and let your knees fall to the left. You also have the option to draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Let your left leg come down long. And then exhale, send your right leg over to the left. Stack your right hip on top of your left. Whichever version you're in, make sure your shoulder blades are glued to the ground and your arms can come out to a T. Turn your gaze to the right to complete the twist in your cervical spine. For those with the left leg extended, you do have the option to bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Avoid your knee to help protect your knee. 2 more breaths here. Slowly bring either your knees back up over your hips if you're doing the double leg, or pull your right knee back into your shoulder. Then switch your legs. Pull your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Let your right leg go long. And then everybody send your knees to the right. Be it both knees or one. Turn your gaze to the left. Look over your left fingertips. If you have only the one knee over, option to rest your right hand on your left thigh. Avoid the knee. What this does is it just adds a little bit more weight and lets gravity pull on your leg a little bit more, increasing the twist slightly. One more deep breath in and out. Inhale, pull your knees back up over your hips. Draw your right knee in to meet your left if you had the right leg down. Grab the backs of your thighs up by your knees. Pull your knees out and down towards your shoulders. Happy baby. Float your feet up over your knees. Keep your sacrum on the ground. Option to keep your hands behind your knees or reach your hand on the inside of your legs to grab your calves, ankles, or outside of your feet. Just make sure your sacrum, the center of the back of your pelvis, stays on the ground. Option to just stay still in this posture, which can be a low back opener. You can also rock side to massage your low back a little bit. You can even, with one leg bent, extend the opposite leg for a hamstring stretch and switch. Just Just a nice kind of walk in place in the air to stretch your hamstrings. Just make sure your pelvis, your sacrum stays down. Knees down towards your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bring your knees into your chest. Curl up in the smallest ball you can. Wrap your forearms around your shins, forehead up towards your knees. Inhale, squeeze everything nice and tight. And then exhale, release. Shavasana. Let your legs come down, feet splay wide. Arms can rest at your sides. Palms can either face up to receive a little energy or face down to ground. That's up to you. Close your eyes. You've worked fairly hard for this past hour. Take these next few moments to just relax. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, only to be here and now. Be present in this moment. Just a few more slow, deep breaths. For those who can stay in Shavasana a little longer, please do. For those who need to go, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists, draw your right ear to the mat, and then your left. Take a nice full body stretch with your fingers to the wall behind you, toes to the wall in front of you. And then float your knees up over your hips, and then roll onto your right side for fetal position. Use your bottom bicep like a pillow. Allowing Shavasana to mark the end of this chapter of your day, while fetal pose starts to write the next chapter. Try to keep your eyes closed. Use your hands to press yourself up to a seat to face the front of the room. Draw your hands together in front of your heart. Exhale all of your air. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. All yoga practices are designed to bring you into the experience of the present moment, where you are infinite, eternal, and whole. Inhale your thumbs up to your forehead, connecting your heart to your mind. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bow forward. Namaste. All right, thank you everyone who came to class. I hope you enjoyed today's class. I know I made it slightly more challenging in some areas. Do let me know what you think of today's class in a comment on the video or in a direct message. Today, as usual, is a suggested donation of $10. For those who can give, I'll be posting my Venmo below. And if you don't use Venmo and use something else, just feel free to reach out to me directly and we'll figure something else out. If you can't, that's totally fine. I get it. Believe me. I also am doing private yoga lessons where it's a one-on-one discussion for a 60-minute session where we put a flow together for you based on your body and your capabilities. That is $30 for an hour. If that is something that you're interested, if you're just beginning yoga and you want to deepen your practice a little bit to get to know the postures before doing a general class like this again, Or if you are more practiced and you want to deepen your practice a little bit further and advance your practice, reach out to me and we can set that up. Anyway, I am doing this again on Friday. I hope to see you then, and stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.